Seth Widener here. This video is part 3 of my twin storage bed build. In this video I'm building the headboards. I created a cut list from my plans, then I cut all the pieces out of 1x6s. The fronts of the legs are 1x4s. There's also 1x8s on the very top piece and the part that rests against the mattress. The cutting of all these pieces can go fairly quickly if you have an accurate cut list. I was glad I took the time to draw up some plans and make my own cut list. I did a quick dry fit just to make sure my pieces were all cut right, and then stained them all. And then my buddy Rob was over, so he helped me assemble it. I planned ahead and drilled several pocket holes, especially in the leg assemblies. There are also pocket holes in some of the shelf pieces where they are hidden. You'll notice several pieces that aren't stained on areas that are not visible once the headboard is fully assembled. I did this intentionally just to save some time and some stain. I did coat everything though with some wipe-on spar urethane. We used brad nails on some of the joints that aren't very critical or where fasteners would be visible. We used glue and pocket hole screws from the backside to attach the fronts of these leg assemblies. Once I was at this point, I was able to cut the front panel, and then I decided to attach it with pocket hole screws. And then I added a pocket hole screw to the one corner where the opening will be, just to keep that part in place. Then I made sure it was all square and stapled on the back. This is just a piece of Luan that I stained the one side.
The top is not attached yet. There's a piece that goes in this opening here. It will be removable. And the mattress will come up about here.
Then I attached the top with some glue and some brad nails. And it's still not finished. I added some 1/2 inch thick trim pieces, leaving a 1/4 inch relief on the fronts. And I made some thin trim pieces to go over the end grain on the false top that I left exposed. If I were to build this again, I might not leave those exposed. And here's those trim pieces, as well as the removable panel with a finger hole and some cord slots. And the last step is finishing, which I didn't show. I wiped down 4 coats of spar urethane, sanding between coats, and wiping it down with mineral spirits. And finally, I'm ready to install these. I've had to pull the beds out, remove the front drawers, and remove a slat or two.
Got a 5/16 inch brad point bit. Trying to drill close to the edge here so that I can catch this opening on the back side of that.
I'm using 3-inch carriage bolts here, only because that's what I had on hand. I could have easily used 2-inch carriage bolts.
Headboard's attached. There's a panel to cover this hole, but there's a power strip mounted in there with USB ports. Okay, Emily, show us how you do it. You can pull the cords through. And you can push them back down afterwards.
The cords slide through those slots fairly easily, but the ends won't fit through there, so they won't lose their cords. And finally, this project is done. The twin storage beds with drawers and headboards are complete. And if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2 of this build, check out the playlist in the description below. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comments below. And thanks for watching.